While Biden visits Israel today, 45th President Trump has unveiled a new policy agenda on how to eliminate jihadist terror threats for good. One America's Daniel Baldwin has more.
We're speaking with former chief spokesperson of the National Security Council and former U.S. Marine John Elliott. John, the 45th president unveiled a new proposal in Iowa to keep jihadists and their sympathizers out of the country's mainland. The headliner is that President Trump would not, quote, bring in anyone from Gaza, Syria, Somalia, Yemen, Libya, or anywhere else that threatens the country's security. Given what's happening across the globe, specifically in the Middle East, do you believe that is an appropriate step for the commander-in-chief to take at this time or sometime in the future?
Absolutely. President Trump, there was no one stronger on the Middle East or stronger on overall national security than President Trump. He went after Baghdadi and killed Baghdadi in a tunnel by swooping in with special operators, and then he killed Soleimani in a strike that other presidents had the opportunity to take Soleimani out. He's the head of the Iran Quds Force. He was taken out, and then there were he shut off the peace deal with Iran, and also nobody attacked the U.S. on President Trump's watch because he was so strong. So what he's saying right now is exactly what he did when he was in office, where he barred people from terrorist risk countries. And specifically, if you look at the Gaza Strip, there are people, even Nikki Haley and others are talking about letting refugees from Gaza Strip into the U.S. Well, look, we can't even get our own Afghan partners in. There are 80,000 Afghanis that worked with the United States that are still begging to come in, and we're not going to shut them aside while they've been waiting and then suddenly let some Gaza migrants in, whereas, look, not even Arab countries want to take people from Gaza. Egypt won't take them. So there's no way. President Trump is absolutely right. We don't know who's a Hamas agent, who's a terrorist, who'd be coming in with those refugees. So he's absolutely right to say, bar the door. This is not something that we can take on for a national security risk.
Some other highlights from President Trump include implementing ideological screening for all immigrants to the United States, proactively sending ICE officers to pro-jihadist demonstrations, and even invoking the Alien Enemies Act to accelerate the domestic deportations here in the United States. John, given all of this policy promises from the 45th president, if he gets back in the White House and if he does succeed in implementing this vision, can you just talk about how that could potentially enhance mainland safety from foreign terror threats?
Well, absolutely. What President Trump is proposing is something that we do all the time in the U.S. when everybody wants to come in and you're assessing whether there's a security threat there. There's basic things like searching for, was this person involved in any efforts to subvert the United States security? And that's something that's done routinely when you get even a secret level security clearance, let alone a much higher clearance. This is something that a lot of times it's just searches on the internet. You can find what they posted on social media, whether there was any sympathy. You can interview other people, their friends, people who had contact with them. It's absolutely an important step because right now you don't know who's coming in. And this is something that we're already doing, once again, with our Afghan partners, because you don't know whether there's going to be somebody from the Taliban coming in there. So we want to make sure that there's a big, long line of people coming in from Afghanistan. What President Trump is saying is, any terrorist country, we need to have absolute vetting because, look, under Joe Biden's watch, just in the last year alone, you have over 150 individuals who are on the terrorist watch list who came over the southern border that he's let open. And so talk about no vetting. This is letting people walk right through and not even just letting them just go. I mean, they're not in custody. They're just people who have been processed and released. And this is something that is absolutely unacceptable. And what President Trump would be doing when he gets back in office is to absolutely reset to where he was before. And the country will be a lot more secure as a result.
John Elliott, former chief spokesperson for the National Security Council, 2016, senior advisor to President Trump and former U.S. Marine. Accolades go on and on and on. Thank you so much for joining us on One American News, sir.
Thank you, Daniel. We love OAN. Thank you. Appreciate it.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.